After 36 league games today, we could get promoted to League One. We're on the precipice, and we're that close. We can smell it. Hello and welcome to episode 45 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we feature two games in League 2 which could culminate in us being promoted to League 1 with either 10 or 9 games to spare, and I bet not many teams have done that in the recent past. How have we been doing then since you were last with us? Obviously not too badly, otherwise we wouldn't be in this position. Let's have a look. There you go, pretty much tells a story. Since you were last with us, Wickham and Crawley in the last game. We played Carlisle and Cheltenham, beat Cheltenham 3-0. A 3-3 draw against Carlisle, though, which was a bit of a downer. As you will see, we were 2 goals down. Well, they scored after 7 minutes. Tyrese Omotoy equalised after 29. They scored again after 30, so literally a minute later, Melvin Lambert, and then made it 3-1 after 65 minutes. And we were in absolute dire straits, trying absolutely everything to try and rectify it. And in the end, what we had pulled out all the stops, tried absolutely everything, threw everything and the kitchen sink at it. Lewis Dobby getting one back after 89 minutes. It didn't feel as if it was enough. With about 5 minutes of injury time, 4 minutes into that, Jay Turner-Cook got his first goal of the season. And what a time to pull it out of the bag to give us a 3-3 draw. So 20 shots, 5 on target, 4.26 on the XG. You can see how at 61% of the possession, we just couldn't seem to break them down for some reason or other. And at home, they had 12 shots, 3 on target, 39%. So it ended up with that 3-3 draw. And then, as I say, after that, we did change formation again slightly. For the Cheltenham game, a 3-0 win on a 4-2-4 formation. Goals from Lewis Walker, 2 from him, his first 2 of the season, and Tyrese Omotoy getting another goal for his season, 20 minutes in. So by the half-hour mark, we were 3-0 up, and just basically that was it. Shut the doors, and we finished a 3-0 win. That leaves the table looking like this going into today's games. Let's have a bit of a wider look. As you'll see, we're on 84 points with 35 games played. Leyton Orient are second with 67 games. Crawley Town are third on 60 points. Then Crewe fourth on 56 points. We'll come back to that in a moment because that's quite key. And then go Wimbledon on 55. Bradford and Cheltenham on 53. And Exeter City just outside the playoffs on 51 points. So 46 games to play. In my reckoning, that's 11 games left to play. Is that right? 36 games played. 36. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Yeah. So it basically, with 11 games, there's 33 points available. Crewe could get 89 points. So I don't think that is actually going to do it today. We need, it feels like we can secure a playoff spot at the very minimum. It really does depend on what Crewe do, because if we need, basically what we need, if Crewe win today and we win in our first match, then it will go to the next game. If Crewe lose or draw, it will go down, and we win. We could actually get promoted today because they will only have 30 points. The maximum they could get then is 86 points, And if we win today, we would end up with 87 points. So that's how it works out. 87, yeah, we would be on 87, which means that they can't catch us. Albeit, no, that is how it pans out, because Wimbledon with 33, they can only get they can get 88. So it's still doable. It's all in the balance today. And Woking first game up. They are currently lying 11th in the table. If we go back into here, 11th, their run at the moment. They drew, lost, drew. They've won their last 2 matches, so they're on a bit of a high. They've played 35 games, 12 wins, 13 draws, 11 losses. Sorry, 10 losses, 37 for, 32 against. It's one of them. Stevenage on the bottom. So you would hope that we would get a win against them at the very least. They've drawn 2 and lost 3 of their last 5 matches. So it's all happening there. I don't know that there is much more I can tell you. I think I'm that excited that we might clinch it today, that I think the best thing for us to do is to get into the episode and see how the first game pans out. It's against Woking then, and this is the team that will face Woking. And this is the team that will face Woking in this Sky Bet League 2, a game which could see us promoted if we can pick up 3 points and other games' results go in our favour. This is the team then that may get us promoted. It's Killip in goal, Scanlon, Gamble, Smith and Pike. Our defensive line, Dudizak and Pedder in central midfield, with Barrington and Moss as the wide attackers. Omatoy and Walker are the 2 attackers up front. On the bench, Molden, Viner, Brown, Hume, Patterson, Mundell and Smith. And this is how the 2 sides line up. Woking playing a 4-3-3, very similar to ours. Apart, they're playing with the defensive midfielder, of course. And Woking are in 11th place with 49 points. And the first highlight, a corner from Barrington, swung it in. It's headed over the top. And our second highlight, Scanlon with a free kick. He's put it wide though. Newton with a throw in for Woking to Vassell. And that ball forward, but Killip will fall on it. It's a little bit too long for the striker. A long ball forward, looking for Walker, didn't find him, and we've given the ball away. And that ball forward, but Scanlon steps in. Dudizak, Barrington over the top for Omatoy. Omatoy controls. Omatoy puts it away. His 32nd goal of the season. We go a goal up after 40 minutes. And been a little bit of a quiet affair up until now. But Omatoy just releasing it right on time. Looked like it might go wide at one point, but another free kick. Scanlon with his free kick. And again, he's off target. They have a throw-in on the far side. Richardson. Don't want to concede before half-time. We don't want to concede full stop, but especially just before half-time. And Moss steps in for that ball. Moss now. Can he? He's freed up Walker. Walker is free. Walker puts it away. It's number 2. He's 10th of the season. He's 3rd in 2 games. And with 44 minutes on the clock, we are 2 up. We're doing our bit. It all really is down to other results now, whether we get promoted today or not, or whether it's going to go to our second game of the episode. Well put away. And Lewis Walker. And half-time comes. No more highlights. Therese Omatoy after 40 minutes. Lewis Walker after 44. 2 goals in 4 minutes there, and we're okay. 11 shots, 4 on target, 1.26, 50% of the possession. They've had 3 shots, 2 on target, 0.05, and 50% of the possession. And that's how it stands at the minute. I'm not sure whether we're in a position. How does the half-time positions look? Not everybody's playing today, so I'm not quite sure. Crew are the other side. They are playing today, and they're drawing 0-0 with Cheltenham. So with today's games in mind, if we stay as it is, there'll be 30 points available. It's not mathematical, but effectively they can only equal the amount of points that we've got. So if it stays as it is, we are, apart from being mathematical, we are promoted, because they pretty much can't catch us. They can only get the same amount of points as us. Theoretically, it needs 1 more point if it stays as it is. Goal difference of 52. I think they're going to have to score 41 goals to get us on goal difference. So there it is at half time. We just need to keep one eye on the Crew result, really. Albeit AFC Wimbledon would have a game in hand. Not quite sure how that affects things. We'll see. And with 60 minutes on the clock, we're making one change at the moment. Rafferty Peda not performing particularly well, so we've swapped him out for Callum Hume, who comes on in that ball-winning midfielder role. I'm not sure if that's his best role. Probably advanced playmaker or deep-lying playmaker is probably his best position. Let's put him as a deep-lying playmaker on support. And that is our one change for the moment. And our first highlight of this half. Pike with a throw into Dudizak. Dudizak, it's headed out. Hume is there. Scanlon, can he cross this into the box? Looking for somebody in the 6-yard. Crosses it deep. Walker heads it over the top, looking for his hat-trick. And with 65 minutes nearly on the clock, we're making 2 more changes. Daniel Pike, who he's not having a good game, and he's coming back from injury, so we don't want to... He played all of the last game. We put Viner on in his place, and we've also taken off Luca Barrington, who was tiring. He's had a good game, but we put Johnny Smith on in his place, and he prefers to be an inverted winger. So let's change him to that inverted winger on attack and see what happens. Another throw-in. Viner with a throw-in this time. Dudizak, Viner into the box to Walker, and it's Moss has been fouled, and it's a penalty. So we will go 3 up if we can put this one. I did say Walker on a hat-trick. He isn't on a hat-trick. I'm telling lies. Omatoy, and he's put that away. I think he missed his last penalty, but he's scored this time. It's 3-0, 33rd goal of the season, and his 2nd goal of the game. Viner with the ball to Smith. Smith fires one forward. Moss wins that on that wing. Omatoy, Smith. Oh, didn't quite come down for him in time. And they have a counter on. Just need to be careful. And with very nearly 80 minutes on the clock, we have our final 2 changes we've made. We've taken off Andy Smith, who's getting very, very tired. Had a good game, but we've taken him off and brought on Kieran Brown in his place, and the other player coming off, Harrison Dudizak, who again has not had a bad game. His average rating doesn't really reflect that, I don't think, but he's not had too bad a game. But Harrison Dudizak is off, and it's Alex Patterson coming on for him. No more highlights. It's all over. And it's finished 3-0 against Woking. Another clean sheet. And it's how we finished. Teresa Omatoy picking up player of the match. 16 shots, 6 on target, 2.63, 48% of the possession. Had a bit more possession in that second half, but didn't profit from it. Thankfully, they had 5 shots, 2 on target, 0.15, 52% possession. Let's go and find out whether it's had an influence on us being promoted at this stage or not, or have we got to wait until the next game? Well, I reckon mathematically AFC Wimbledon have got 11 games left to play, which means they could pick up 33 points and effectively give them 88 points, which means that they could still catch us. So we're not promoted as it stands at the minute. I believe mathematically we'll have to wait and see the Wimbledon have got to play, see what their game comes out at. If they lose or draw, then I think we're pretty much there, because Crew now have 10 games left to play, 30 points available to them. They can only get the same amount of points as us, but they've got quite a goal difference to catch. So I'm going to go and see whether the results go in our favour. We will come back and let you know for sure. Well, this could be the deciding round of games. We haven't got our game. This is still on Wednesday. So this we played on Tuesday. The other half of Sky Bet League 2 playing tonight. And the one that catches the eye is the one at the top there. Wimbledon will play Leyton Orient. Now, if that ends up as a draw, it would mean that we are, if that ends up a draw, that means that we are pretty much promoted. If it ends up with Wimbledon, if it ends up a draw, it means we are promoted. If it ends up a win for Leyton Orient, we are pretty much promoted, because the most that Wimbledon can get then is 85 points. And if if Wimbledon win, then it will go to the next game. So that's how that one is going to pan out. We have secured a playoff place because the most that they can get here now is 33 points. That's 84. So we're not going to fall out of there now. So we're guaranteed at least a playoff place. And if the results fall out as it is, we will be guaranteed a promotion. Let's go and see how these results fall out. Well, it's almost like the result fell out exactly how we wanted it to. Wimbledon have drawn 1-1 with Leyton Orient, which means that Crew could still catch us, but they've got a real task to do it. So we're pretty much there. Wimbledon now can only get 86 points, which means they can't catch us. So we are all but promoted. It's just a mathematical on goal difference scenario. Nobody can catch us in amongst that lot now. So that is how it has ended up. We are pretty much promoted. I think it is going to go to the next game, though, to ensure that, unless there's a news in here. Let's just have a quick look. Linton drops. No, it's not in there. Do one more update. No news. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any. Oh, just still playoff place. I think it's going to go down to the next match. So we're going to have to go for the next match. Stevenage then is next up on the list. Away from home, we need to secure a result. If we can get a win or a draw, we will be promoted. This is the game that will almost certainly get us promoted. Let's go and have a look at the team then that will face Stevenage in this historic game. And this is the team that could take us into League One. We need a result. A draw will get us promoted. It's only Crew that can catch us now. And it's all down to this. A win will definitely secure promotion. Killip then in goal. Scanlon, Gamble, Smith and McDonald are backline. Mundell and Dudizak in central midfield with Barrington and Moss out wide. Omatoy and Walker continue up front. Malden, Brown, Viner, Patterson, Greaves, Smith and Dobby on the bench. And here we are, the game that could decide our season. Stevenage playing. We're playing our revised 4-2-4. As you'll see, Stevenage down in 22nd, so we should get a win today, but goodness me. And our first highlight, 2 minutes in, and it's a highlight for Stevenage as they try and get that ball in. Killip collects the ball. He throws it out to McDonald. 37th game of the season, and it means if we win this, we win promotion with 9 games to spare. That's huge. Moss into the area. And Omatoy's put it away. It is a goal. It's 3 minutes on the clock, and Omatoy is on the verge of a record as well. I think that's his 34th of the season. And the record held by Norquette at 34. So he will breach that if he gets Moss with the shot, come back off of the goalkeeper, and Omatoy, as Omatoy does, puts it away. And Smith getting in there. Arms raised. I've not tackled him, boss. The referee, the ball through. Mellor's there, and we're going to have to be careful. Oh, it's gone in, and Sonny Hilton has got his third goal of the season and pegs us back on 9 minutes, 8 minutes. I'm not sure. We'll have a look. Not what we wanted. And Mellor should have closed him down a bit more, created the space for Hilton, and it got a vicious deflection. It was 8 minutes. Barrington with a free kick, swings it in deep. Moss heads it down. It's bobbling around there. Didn't free kick on the other side. Barrington again swings it in. Walker's hit the post. Still alive. Smith swings it back in, and it's gone over the. And half time comes, and thought we'd had the dream start after 3 minutes with Omatoy getting us underway. But Sonny Hilton had other ideas 8 minutes in and pegged us back. They've had 5 shots, 2 on target, 0.41 XG, 43% of the possession. We've had 12 shots, 4 on target, 2.11, 57% of the possession. We're doing the right things, just need to do them better in the second half to pull away. That's the target. The other thing that we're looking out for, let's have a quick look at the table at half time. With 9 games left to play. 27 points available then. That would leave it with AFC Wimbledon at 84, I think, as it stands. That doesn't feel right. 3 9s are 27. 20 on that is 70. On that is 84. Why is there such a big gap? Because it's not there at the minute. Is that because... I'm not sure, because they're drawing and we're drawing. I think that's probably why. Oh, I don't know. I think we will leave it until the end. And with 65 minutes on the clock, we've made 3 changes. Coming off, Luca Barrington, Duddy Zach and Kyle McDonald coming on. Zach Viner for Kyle McDonald. Patterson for Duddy Zach and Johnny Smith for Luca Barrington. They are our changes. And with 75 minutes on the clock, very nearly, we've made our final 2 changes. Coming off, we have brought off Patrick Gamble as he's getting tired. Kieran Brown, in fact, both our centre-backs getting tired, but Patrick Gamble not having the best of days. So Kieran Brown is on for him. And we have also replaced in midfield, Romain Mundell. He's come off. And AJ Greaves gets a run out. Hopefully, he can do some business in that midfield there. We're just going to check whether he's best. Don't think it makes a lot of difference. Is Patterson best as a... Right, let's just swap them 2 over, because I think we get the best out of Greaves with them swapped over. possibly. So that's how we're going to finish off the game. Let's see if we can at least get to point, which is all we need, really. Just been nice to have actually finished it in style. And no more highlights. And I think the nerves got to us in the end. I don't think anybody wanted to make a mistake and give anything away. But it's finished 1-1. And theoretically, that is enough to get us promoted. Good games from Omatoy and Walker again. Therese Omatoy after 3 minutes, Hilton after 8 minutes. That's all the goals they were, pretty much all the highlights. 16 shots, 6 on target, a 2.23, 55% of the possession. They had 11 shots, 4 on target, 0.58, 45% of the possession. Let's go and see if we have confirmation of that promotion. Well, here we are. This is the table as it stands. 37 matches played. We are top on 88 points. Leyton Orient second on 69, which means that we're 19 points clear of them. Crawley Town in third on 64. Bradford City fourth on 59, and that's the most important one because with 27 points available, I make it that they can get 86 points, which means that we are definitely promoted by virtue of that. Wimbledon getting a draw in the end against Carlisle, 0-0 draw. And that's how it is. It is confirmed, as you'll see, breaking news that Buxton promoted to League One on a fine spring afternoon. Buxton's Perry Moss was centre of attention as he led Buxton to promotion, and he had a stonking game, of course. And yeah, that's where it's ended. Perry Moss, we need to sign a new contract. Assuming the budgets are okayed, we will sign that and get him signed up for next year. So because I think he's though he hasn't played regularly, he has contributed. Now this is very interesting. Buxton have won promotion to Sky Bet League One. There were scenes of jubilant success for Buxton, who came to form at the perfect time late in the season. Really? Have you been watching us? Dearie me, there's something wrong, Sports Interactive, with that dialogue, because if you look at the table here, stages, you'll see, I mean, we are top promoted, got a P there now, but it actually, if you look at past positions and we click on us, I mean, we hit the top 8 games in and have been there ever since. So how come we've hit form late in the season? Really? I mean, if anything, I would say this run here, along here, is what actually, in, October, November, early in the season, that's what has got us where we are today. Yep, we've had a little bit of a wobble, but we've been plugging away. We've won and drawn more than we've lost. And, I think all in all, that early season run of straight wins here is actually what did us and kept the momentum running with the cup games. So there you go. We are at home in the next game against Rochdale. I'm not sure. Well, probably that will be when we have the fireworks and all the rest of it. If it is, I think what I'll do is I will record it, and if it is, I will show it as a little bit of a highlight in the next episode. So we were, of course, going to come back for Stevenage and Rochdale, but we came back for Woking because we didn't know if we were going to get promoted off the back of the Woking game. So we're now going to play Rochdale, Solihull Moors and Mansfield. We'll go back to our original plan then. AFC Wimbledon and Colchester. And then we'll come back for the final 2 games of the season. Crewe and Exeter City, which will get us then to a transfer window and what's it special? A review. Yes, end of season review and transfer special. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to stick to that because it's worked in my plan, my scheduling plan, because it allows me then time over a weekend or what have you to get set for the next season. So I know what I'm doing. So we'll come back and we can wallow in the glory that is promotion to League One. So I hope you join me for that one. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend and my other series, Making Chelsea Stand Proud. New series will be released once the Chelsea save has finished, which we're in the last season of that. We're going to carry on with this, albeit I'm out of contract. That's the other thing to mention. I am out of contract at the end of the season, so I wonder if they'll renew it. We'll see. If you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel, then the best way of doing it is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. The thingy is underneath. New episodes of To Be a Legend currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode, when hopefully we might get highlights of us picking up whatever trophy or whatever. I suppose actually we won't yet, thinking about it, because we're not actually champions. We've just been promoted, so we won't actually do it until we secure the promotion bit. But if we do between now and the next episode, be sure I will make sure that we keep the highlight and show you. Thank you for watching. See you for the next episode. It'll be episode 46 and it's out on Thursday. Until then, bye bye.